Hey, welcome back, Beamer Merchants. You're looking at the front of a 2002 BMW 540, and obviously there's parts missing, but we're gonna go ahead and show you today how to remove the radiator support. And again, the radiator support is a very important part of the car. It goes right here because of the fact that it holds a lot of parts in the front. It holds the shocks up here, which hold the bumper, holds the brackets up here, which release the hood, and of course it holds the pusher fan, which keeps your AC fan going, and it prevents the car from overheating. So as you can see, we've gone ahead and removed a lot of parts, and we've done a previous video showing how to remove the hood latches here. So if you want to know how to do that, go ahead and look at the video files or archives, and you should find it there. Same thing, you need to remove the bumper, and we've also done a separate video on how to remove that. So anyhow, once the bumper is removed, the shroud that sits right here is removed. Now pretty much you can go ahead and proceed to remove the radiator support. Okay, so what we're gonna need is, first thing you're gonna do is come here, you look at the pusher fan, look on the sides, there's two 13mm bolts here and two here. Okay, you got to remove those. I've gone ahead and done that, so remove that and this whole cover comes off. Okay, so once the pusher fan has been removed by removing these bolts here, then we got to remove these impact shock absorbers, which sit in the front of the car. And again, they go ahead and if you have a front end collision, they go ahead and take the impact through the bumper. So anyhow, in order to remove that, you go ahead and take three 13mm bolts as well, and that's a number 8. Okay, so you do that, and same thing here. I've gone ahead and done that already. See, 13 right here, 13, 13. Take those off. There's an 8. There's an 8 down here. Once you remove those, pretty much the bolt slides out. Okay, put it right there, and then let me go ahead and do that. Just remove one 8mm. And that's how it looks. Just go ahead and take a ratchet, remove it completely. Once you remove it, you slide the impact shock off. Impact shock off. That's what I meant to say. Okay. There's also one down here. Okay. So there's up here, and don't forget this one here. I almost did. So let's go ahead and take that off. Okay. So once that's taken off, go ahead and take the shock off, and you slide it off. Shock off. Sounds weird. Anyhow, now the shock removal is a optional process, because you can go ahead and remove the whole radiator support. I take that back. You got to remove the shocks, because see, the shocks are held here, and if the shocks are in place, you're not going to be able to pull the radiator support off. So anyhow, my bad. Make sure you take those shocks off. Okay, so now we come to the top here. These are the radiator brackets. There's one here, 8mm. I went ahead and loosened them up already. Take those off. Make sure you save all the bolts, because you don't want to be losing anything when you're ready to put everything back. Okay, so that should come off right there. And lastly, you go ahead and take this bolt here. You can probably see it because of the light. Right there is a 10mm. Take that off on this side here. You come to the driver's side. You remove that as well. Again, I'm not that strong. I had to loosen them up previously. Okay. So now, once those bolts are off, you are ready to pull it off. Let's check it out. Watch out, babe. See, there you go. Boom. It just slides right off here. Okay, let's put it right here. And that's how your radiator support is. Now these tend to get damaged anytime you have a front end collision. Either if the car gets here on the side, in the front, or on the opposite side, this thing tends to go ahead and get damaged pretty quick. Okay, and again, because it's metal, but you can bend it with your hand if you really wanted to. Same thing up here, you can go ahead and bend. Okay, just make sure that when you replace yours, you do remove all the necessary parts on it. Take your time, make sure you have under a good shade, And please be sure to get an original part. I know out there you can go ahead and get a cheap aftermarket part for 50-40 bucks. Don't. From my experience, and not because I'm selling these OEM parts, but because of the fact that aftermarket parts tend to be made poor quality, and they'll bend quite frequently. I mean, easily, more easily than this. So anyhow, that's how you remove your radiator support out of a 5 Series 540. And again, this process is the same for 5 Series models from 97 to about 2003. So this, if you learn this step, you're gonna be well off. Okay, again, if you need any parts such as this radiator support or any other parts for your E39, contact us. We'll be sure to give you a good price and ship it out to you within 2 to 3 days. Okay, thanks for watching. You have a great day.